Greetings to all. Nice. Welcome to Soul Power Tennis. This is Akmo Sari providing live tennis commentary for the Wimbledon Championships 2024 Women's Fourth Round match against Emma Navarro of the USA versus Coco Gauff of the USA. Number 19 versus number 2. Although some seedings have Navarro at number 17 versus Coco at number 2. I've seen some things that have Coco at number 3, and for the Wimbledon seeding, she's at number 2. So for the sake of this match, for now, we're going to keep it at 19 and 2. Both from the United States representing their countries. One from New York, one from Florida. We joined the match first set, 3 games to all. Coco up in the 7th game, 40-30. There's been a break of serve by each one. And these are 2 very, very athletic women who seem ready and poised to compete. A lengthy match. The previous match was awesome. Ooh, I'm just warming up, so thank you for your patience. As you come in, please make sure you click that thumbs up button. Please make sure you click the like button. Hey, kiddo. Let's see. Apparently, Navarro has went through a physical transformation and kind of lost some weight and chiseled up a bit, gotten in shape over the previous 6 months or so. And right now, her and Coco are going at it.
Oh, this is good tennis.
Yeah, this is really good tennis. Let's see. Check my sounds real quick. Let's see. Check my sounds real quick. I gotta hook up my microphone. That's what I have to do. Okay, we're on serve right now. New ball's coming. Let's do this. Yeah, I want that. Let's do the audio the way that we need to. fans, sit your behinds in the seats. That gentleman is an odd fellow. Let me check my microphone right now and see how it sounds, actually. That gentleman is an odd fellow. All right, so we're good to go. Pardon me if there's an echo. Coco takes out her grapes and she eats them one by one. They are apparently seedless grapes. Otherwise, she would be spitting them out. You know, seedless grapes, I never ate them. Actually, I ate them all the time growing up as a little kiddo. And I didn't realize that they were seedless all the way until I became a grown man. It was only then that I realized that anything that is seedless is no bueno for you. I refuse to eat seedless fruit. Seedless watermelons, thumbs down. Seedless oranges and citrus fruits, thumbs down. Seedless human beings in the forms of clones, thumbs down. Coco challenges the call. We are on serve in the 8th game of the set. Wow, that was barely out. So Coco serving. She is serving 3-4 in the first set. There's been a break of serve on each side so far. 2 Americans. Navarro is 22-23. Coco is 20. They've known each other for some time. I think Navarro trains elsewhere outside of New York. Okay, backhand to backhand exchanges. Navarro with the chip. Navarro hits the forehand long. Thank you for clicking that like button. Thank you for clicking that thumbs up button. I greatly appreciate it. And I need to do my jaw exercises because I am commentating. Coco's mother, Candy, looks highly sophisticated. Let's turn my mic up a little bit so you can hear me better. My name is Akmo Sari. Welcome to Soul Power Tennis. We do things a little differently here. Okay. Score is 40 love. Coco serving 3 games to 4. The commentators are speaking about how articulate and well-balanced Coco is. She's such a different black, you know? She's not like the others. Yeah, but I mean, a 2-parent household tends to bode well in any child's life, for the most part. You always have exceptions to the rule, but for the most part, that bodes well for the children. I'm a former educator, and so I see it in the classroom. I see it in the world. I've worked various different kinds of jobs. I've had 4 careers. I suppose this could be my 5th one. As a YouTuber. And yeah, I think it's important for children to have a 2-parent household. I really do. Yeah, Soul Power Tennis, we're not PC. We're not politically correct here. We don't do that thing. Yeah, we don't do that. We mix it up. We keeps it real. We keeps it raw. We keeps it honest. I say things that you may be thinking, but you're afraid to say. Sometimes we can get a bit uncouth, you know. but we put tennis first. That's a great recovery from Coco. We put tennis first.
She was asked about the relationships with other players from that country, and how she likes to talk to them. She has a very positive view of a good relationship, how beneficial it was.
Forehand to forehand exchange, backhand to backhand exchange. Navarro with the chip slice, backhand moving forward. Coco with the overhead. Coco moves in with the forehand. Coco at the net. Wow, that's a really good point. This is a really good match. These are two very athletic, fit young women, man. It's okay, Coco. Unlike a lot of other tennis channels, I can tend to show bias. I'm not going to disguise that or lie about that. Not at all. This is not a professional tennis channel. This is semi-professional. This is a semi-professional tennis channel. Will we get to being professional someday? Probably. But for now, this is what we do. Navarro with the serve. 4 games all. Navarro serving 40 to love against Coco. Coco with the forehand winner, or should I say Navarro era. It's up high and a bit long. On serve, 5 games to 4, first set. This is a really tight match. Navarro has 3 challenges left. Coco 2. I'm just listening to the commentators speak about life of Navarro and her upbringing, how she got to this point. All right, Coco to serve, 4-5, first set. Down the middle, Navarro with the stab backhand. All right, Coco to serve. Both players trading forehand to forehand cross court. Navarro with the down the line, Coco with the backhand. Forehand to forehand cross court. Chip over the net. Coco moves forward. Navarro hits it over her head for the overhead winner. Love 15, Coco serving. This is a really good match. Very, very competitive. Both players playing very confident. It's a very refreshing match to see. Something about it. Coco with the serve down the middle. Navarro cannot handle it into the net. 15 all. 4-5 first set. Each player has been broken. Wait. Navarro's definitely been broken, but she broke back. So yeah, each player has been broken. Okay. Forehand to forehand, cross-court exchange. Both players stalking the baseline. Forehand to forehand, cross-court. Who's going to mix it up first? Navarro, with the swinging cross-court short forehand. She's up in the game. That was a 16-shot rally. 15-30 with Coco serving. That was nasty. That was nasty. Navarro she's nice, man. She's a nice freaking player. She's went through a physical transformation over the previous 6 months to a year, apparently. Toned up, lost some weight, and is climbing up the ranks at warp speed, apparently. Coco mixing it up on the serve. Navarro into the net. 30 all, 4-5 first set. Both women dressed in all white, obviously. It is Wimbledon. It is the Wimbledon Championships 2004. Or 2024, if you want to think so. Coco to serve. Fought her serve. Second serve loading. Good stuff. Navarro showing more aggressive play. Let me actually put the score up here as well. Yeah, let me do this. Okay, Coco down break point, which is actually set point for Navarro. Coco serving. Nice. Coco yells, good serve. Navarro hits it long. Let me do this. Let's do this real quick for your looking pleasure. Thank you for clicking that like button. I appreciate that. Backhand, forehand to forehand. Coco with the swinging forehand. Navarro down the line, forehand. Navarro backhand chip. Coco forehand down the line, backhand Coco. Ooh, Coco mishit. Navarro has another break point. I'll put the score up at the end of this game. Oh, that's just tough. Wow. Coco with the serve and volley. Navarro hits a forehand winner down the line past her. So what feels like she stole the set. Because Coco broke her first. Navarro broke back. They were on serve. Navarro serving first has the advantage, obviously, scoreboard-wise. And I mean, man, Coco is just Navarro is the aggressor, took it to Coco, and is playing with uber confidence. She believes that she could win this match. You know, she's beat Naomi Osaka in the second round. She's in the fourth round here, so she believes. So Coco needs to let me put this light on me. I apologize. Coco needs to step. Now you can see me in my fullness. I'm even showing a little bit of skin today for you. Let me know where you're watching from. There's that London egg. That London-looking missile that is that building in the UK. I don't know the name of it, but I've been to the UK. Have you? It's a cheerio of a place, I must say. See, the bonus and the benefit now for Navarro is that she's serving first in the second set, the same as she did in the first set. That's why it's always important to make your opponent serve out the set. One of the many reasons. All right, Navarro serves. First game of the second set. 15-love. Forehand to forehand exchange. Coco moving Navarro side to side. Coco hits a backhand down the line long. Coco is her thoughts of what she wants to do is correct. Her execution of them is not that good. It's not great. She's missing more than usual, and Navarro is just staying red hot. And Coco's levels dipped just a little bit. Dipped just a little bit. Let me put the scores up. Navarro's nickname is Ice Girl. Will that be tested this match? It should be. She's locked in, man. You know, you got this connection with players where you can just look at their facial expression and you can feel what they're feeling, and you can tell what's going through their head. Like there's some of that going on between me and Coco right now. On serve, Coco. Navarro into the net. That's what I want right there. Thank you for joining me. Let me know where you're watching from. This is not a brand new tennis channel, but it is a newer tennis channel. So you get to help me shape it in some way. We do things a bit differently here. Yeah, we do things a bit differently here. We're not PC. Pardon me, I'm just setting something up on the screen for you. All right. Coco with the forehand winner. Playing with more aggression. Let's see how this looks. Nice. It's interesting because Coco has more match experience, even though she's 3 years younger than Navarro. They keep saying it's Coco's 5th Wimbledon. She must have missed a year because this is actually her 6th year on tour. Because the first time I saw her, although it was 5 years ago, it was 6 Wimbledons in between then and now. 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024. That's 6. So she must have missed the Wimbledon. But, you know, Coco is becoming more consistent at the Grand Slams, you know, becoming a consistent quarterfinalist across the board, all 4 slams. And some of them has even been the semifinalists. And obviously she's a Grand Slam winner, winning the most recent US Open 2023. Okay. Coco, forehand, Navarro with forehand to forehand cross-court exchange. Navarro down the line, Coco with the chip, forehand to forehand. Navarro moving Coco side to side. Navarro steps in, cuts off the court, shortens the swing, and hits a backhand winner. That was pretty impressive. Navarro knows how to play. Like, she's legit. This is my first time actually seeing her play. I think I've heard of her a few times. The first time seeing her play. Now, she has been through a physical transformation. So I may have seen her play before, but just, you know, I'm seeing this version of her, and this is a very formidable version of her. So far in this match, there hasn't been much slippage. Navarro. I wonder where Navarro's family, that name is from. It sounds Spanish. Navarro. Let's do some research for you all. Thank you for clicking that like button. I appreciate that. That's what I thought. Navarro, Spanish origin, meaning plains. Nava meaning low and flats. So yeah, they're Spanish. Navarro is a Spanish and French surname. Navarro is a habitational surname denoting someone from Navarre, Basque Nafario after the kingdom of Pamplona, took on the new naming in the High Middle Ages while also keeping its original meaning of Basque-speaking person, in a broader sense, an ethnic surname. So it's a Spanish and French surname. So they're on serve. Second set. I'm not liking Coco's body language. She has this look on her face like she's frustrated. I mean, I can understand why she is frustrated. Navarro is being the aggressor, and she's not missing much at all. And so Navarro's playing a high-level match. Right now it's 15-all with Coco serving 1-2. Second set. Navarro took the first set. First serve down the line. Chalk flew up. Ace. Coco's letting out some yells, kind of getting that frustration and energy out of her body. You can feel like Coco is about to get a second win to kind of recenter. Second serve. Navarro with the backhand chip. Coco moves forward, tries to hit a forehand swinging volley and hits it right to the net. Looks up at her box, looks very frustrated. Like I said, she's playing. She has the right mindset and the right approach with a lot of the shots that she's going for. The execution hasn't been there consistently this match. For Navarro, it's been the opposite. Navarro's not really missing. When she misses, is more of an error from. It's a forced error from Coco. Second serve coming from Coco Gauff. I gotta update this, pardon me. Yeah, Coco's just like spraying balls everywhere. Deuce. Coco with the second serve. It's 9 p.m. London, England time. It's 4 p.m. 4:04 here in the States. Oh, Coco with the double fault. This is danger time right now. Break point Navarro. Yeah, this is danger time. Coco needs to kind of like step away from the service line and kind of reset. Right now, she's like just moving fast, looking frustrated, kind of like pushing through. She's spraying balls. That was on the line. That was close. She's just spraying forehands like. Coco's letting her frustration smacks her racket, turns away. Coco's showing she's letting her frustration dictate her play. She's still maturing and just needs to just step back. Step away. She's been in this moment way more times than Navarro. You know what it's like? It's like watching. It's like watching Luka Doncic. It's like when Luka's playing, right? Great player. He's so focused in on getting a call from the ref, getting a foul call from the ref, that he's not getting back on defense. So while he's complaining to the ref about not getting a foul, the other team is running back and it's 5-on-4 and they have the advantage and they wind up scoring. And it's happening over and over again during the game. That's what's going on with Coco. Like Coco is spending so much time and energy looking over at her box, complaining and not focusing in on what Navarro is doing or what she needs to do to make adjustments to her game and playing against Navarro, that Navarro is just staying centered, staying focused, very professional, very workwoman-like. I mean, Brad Gilbert, her coach, is just like grabbing his hat like, what do you want us to do? Like, Coco is saying, tell me something. You guys aren't saying anything. All right, well, you shouldn't be. She's walking over to her box. On a little flabbergasted. She's walking over. A little flabbergasted. Let's do this. Coco serving. 1-4 in the second set. Love 15. That's a good shot. Kind of get her started, get her rolling. Yeah, Coco's in a bit of a pickle. If she wants to get out of this, she's going to have to turn things around and turn things around fast. You just take a deep breath. All right, backhand. Navarro finally hits an unforced error. It's been a while since we've seen that. A must-win game for Coco. Must-win game. Down the set, down a break, serving second. There we go. New ball's coming. Coco wins that game. It's the first Coco's tennis racket color is awesome. It's like a neon aqua, fuchsia or something. This light is hurting my freaking eyes, bro. Must win game for Coco. Got to break back. Navarro starting to miss. Just ebbs and flow in a match, ebbs and flows in life. It happens. I didn't quite understand it in my younger years. It took me quite some time to accept when players start to backhand to backhand, forehand to forehand exchange. Coco wait for it into the net. Yeah, this draw is definitely a bit open for Coco to do something very big at this Grand Slam. Defending champion is out. Bonjusa. Iga Swiatek. She's out. Sabalenka pulled out for the first round. Rabakina is still in it. Come on, Coco. Coco's making some inroads on the serve of Navarro. He's getting closer and closer. This is building up to be something very dramatic if Coco can actually fight back and win this game and then consolidate the break. That would be awesome. This is a good... Navarro is one game away from the quarterfinals. Very businesswoman-like. Navarro's got some cool looking jewelry and some beautiful eyes. Cheers to her parents. Oh, that looks a little scary. looks a little plasticky. That's a nice little style. All right, Coco serving to stay in the set and in the match at 2-5. Forehand to forehand, down the middle. Coco hits it in the net. There we go. Some good net play from Coco. I have a question. Yeah, some good net play from Coco. Obviously a must-win game. Down the line, good serve by Coco. Nice fist pump, nice positive body language. Good serve. Serve out wide. Navarro not able to handle it. Coco up in the game, 40-15. Nice. Coco bending the knees now, following through on the forehand. Good technique. Although it hits that in the net. Coco, second serve coming. Navarro with the swinging forehand. Wow. Swinging forehand overhead volley for the winner. Deuce game. This dude in Emma's box looks like this guy who's on like Roger Federer's team. Come on, Coco. Good stuff from Coco. Nice. Positive yell. Positive body expression. Team standing up, clapping for her. That's what she needs. Her technique is getting better as the match is going on. It's gotten better over the previous two games. Serves the ace out wide. 3-5, Gauff. Navarro serving for the set, serving for the match. Number 19, USA, serving against number 2, USA. First serve. Navarro hits it long. Love 15. Obviously, Navarro is new to the situation, so there's going to be some nerves. That's understandable. Coco's been here more often. This is a great opportunity for her to break Navarro, especially because she has the lead in the game. Coco clips the tape. It is 15 all. Y'all gonna stop clicking in and then clicking off on my live. My commentary may not be amazing, but it ain't whack. You need to stay for the enjoyment. Tell me where you're watching from. Be a part of the conversation, a part of the stream. Right? Backhand to backhand exchange. Coco hits it long. Navarro now 2 points away. Good serve down the middle from Navarro. Forehand to forehand exchange. Navarro goes for the chip. Oh, wow. Navarro went for the volley. Coco moved in. Hit it back to Navarro. Navarro had a wide open court down the line and hit it into the net. That's nerves. 30 all, 3-5. Serving for the set, serving for the match. Coco hits it long. Match point. Coco. Navarro hits it long. Deuce. Good serve from Navarro. Coco hits it long. Match point number 2. Yeah. Deuce game again. This is drama. This is classic WTA women's deep in the Grand Slam drama. Oh man. Guess that skidded off the line for Coco. She hit it into the net. Credit to Coco for making her serve it out and having to deal with her own nerves. Trying to get the biggest win of her career. Coco trying to stop her and go deeper into the tournament. Navarro wins. Straight sets. Straight sets, people. Wow. Coco just walks off right away. Storms off the court. There's been several upsets today, people. She says it's an honor to be playing on this court. So many legends have played on. She really enjoyed herself, and she looks forward to playing again. She played aggressive. Coco is an amazing player, such respect for her. She wanted to play aggressive, push back on her game, and she was successful. Playing on the grass is special. Center court is probably her favorite court. Plays Jasmine Paolini next round. Was a French Open finalist this year. She's got some beautiful eyes. Yeah, that was impressive. Yeah, she's Navarro is an awesome player. She reminds me of Catalina. From France. So Navarro is originally from New York, trains and lives in Charleston, Carolina, South Carolina. Comes from money. So the bottom half is wide open, apparently. There's two former Grand Slam champions still left in the top half of the draw. She's taking a lot of pictures, signing a lot of autographs. Being very, very professional, not missing a single autograph. Just being very courteous and awesome. The opposite of what Clarissa Shields was to me yesterday evening when I met her for the first time. It was not cool. That was an amazing performance. That was a high quality performance. I'm thankful because today I became an admirer, some may say fan, of two players, Sun and Navarro. I like their confidence. I like what they exude. I like that. I like players who exude confidence on the court, who exude um, fire and celebration on the court. That's why whenever it was a matchup between Roger and Rafa, obviously Rafa stood out to me a bit more, spoke to me a bit more because he had a different look. He was something fresh on tour, and he was taking it to Roger right out the gate as soon as he came on tour, at 17, 18. But also Rafa shows emotions. He shows raw emotions on court. He'll fist pump, he'll yell, he'll vamos. And I really like that from players, and I like that from him. Roger's more like, quote unquote, as they say, even kill, doesn't show a lot of outward emotion. Novak, earlier on in his career, was a little stoic, not as stoic as Roger. He showed a different kind of emotion. Whereas in contrast, Andy Murray showed a lot of emotion, and Rafa showed a lot of emotion. So that's why they were like my two favorites years ago when like the Big Four was a thing. And so I tend to like players who show raw emotion on court. But I can also appreciate players who they don't show tons of emotion on court. Pardon me. They where the heck? Where's the remote? Oh, they don't show tons of emotion on court. They just go about like workwoman like, somebody like somebody like a Kawhi Leonard in basketball would be a prime example. Of just, business-like approach. I'm here to get the job done, do it well, and go on about my day, going about my afternoon. I'm not here to showboat. I'm not here to, do all this extra stuff. So Navarro put on that kind of performance. What is this thing doing? This evening, and it was highly impressive. And so, sometimes players can be a bit finicky. I don't think it was fair that, Coco was yelling at her box, or just, spending too much attention on what the box should tell her to do. I think in that situation, I think men players do this a lot less. Men players, when they're getting beat, for the most part, they'll focus in on the player and the task at hand. They're not going to be looking at the box every 5 minutes saying, tell me what to do, or kind of like complaining. Now, again, that doesn't apply to all men's players. I'm just saying the great ones, the all-time great ones. Let me retract that statement. Coco is already a Hall of Famer. She's reached world number 2, is a Grand Slam champion, and is not even 21 years mature. She has the potentiality to be an all-time great. She probably will. The all-time greats, when they reach a certain level of maturity, from my observation, I'm not a professional sports athlete. I'm not a professional tennis player. And my observation after watching the game 32 years, the elite players, when they're getting beat, they lock in to what needs to be done by themselves. They'll make adjustments to see if this works, that works. You'll search for something. You might look over to your box for some answers. They'll give you some clues. Okay, let's do this, let's do that. At the end of the day, like, you have to stick to your game plan that you all agreed that you would have for the entirety of the match. And if you have to make adjustments on the fly. If you make an adjustment or two and that doesn't work, then you go with your heart. You fight. This is what I saw yesterday in the boxing world. You know, when it was like the fighter who was fighting Artem, who was fighting Shakur Stevenson. Shakur was obviously dominating the fight. He wasn't being spectacular and being box office, but he was dominating the fight. And Shakur people thought that, hey, this guy's not on your level. You should be able to get him out of there by round 8 or 9 at the latest. The guy got a second win. Shakur didn't put him away. Artem's corner was telling him, like, hey, do this, do that, do this, do that. That wasn't working against Shakur Stevenson. So his corner told him, like, listen, at this point, you're down on all the cards, and Shakur is in the groove. You need a knockout to win this fight. But more importantly, if you're going to go out fighting with your heart. So just fight. Just go with your instinct, go with your gut, just go. And so, you know, players in general, Coco in this particular example, who tend to spend so much time, you know, focusing in on the box and complaining, what should I do? And, you know, looking a bit lost. I know it's letting out frustration, of course. And I'm not in her shoes. But the all-time greats, which is where Coco will eventually get to, they kind of lock in and just, okay, this is what I have to do. Let me do my absolute best to do it. And if I lose, I'll lose. But they don't let their frustration overcome them or overtake their game. You know, if they don't have it that day, they don't have it that day. In this particular case, it seemed like Navarro came to play. Navarro came to win. And I think she had Coco on her heels the entirety of the match. I'm not sure if Coco expected that, because apparently Coco, like, beat her pretty easily in January. And Coco is Coco Gauff. She's the favorite. There's more pressure on her because the draw is a little bit more open as it usually is. Some of the top players aren't in there. So this is a great opportunity for her to win her first Wimbledon. So there's pressure. There's different things that are going on. And so Navarro came to play and came to win. She took it to Coco, put her on her back heels the entirety of the match. And I think that caught her off guard and frustrated her to the point where she was spraying balls, wasn't consistent in the execution of her shots. She had the right idea and the right mindset, but wasn't executing. And usually, you know, in the first 2 sets, in a big match like this, Coco tends to figure it out, especially when she's the favorite, at least push it to 3 sets. And then if she loses, she loses. But this particular match, Navarro's level didn't dip. She stayed at a high level. It was like B plus level the entirety of the match. Coco, for most of the first set, was matching her at that B plus level. And then, you know, second set, Coco kind of dipped to like a C plus level. Navarro stayed at a B plus level. And, you know, Coco just, it was just hard for her to get to another gear, because the frustration set in, like, man, this woman, this competitor across the court from me has come to win. And she's actually winning. She's not afraid of me. She's not afraid of the moment. She's not playing to lose. She's playing to win. And she was hitting her shots. Not that many unforced errors. It was way more unforced errors by Coco. And, Coco started to pick up the pace a bit and, do better like the last few games of the second set. But again, Navarro was, after she got that break, it was just like, I got this. And she went on to win. And, great opportunity for Coco, but she's still having a good year. She's made it to at least the quarterfinals of the previous Grand Slams. I think the semis in both, but at least the quarterfinals. She made it to the fourth round here. And what's next for her is the U.S. Open Summer Hardcourt. I'm not exactly sure if she's going to be playing in Paris. That would be awesome if she is. Let me see if Coco is going to Paris. Let me see something. Let's do this real quick. Thank you for clicking that like button. I appreciate that. If you can subscribe to the channel, I would greatly appreciate that as well. My name is Akmo Sari. This is Soul Power Tennis. We do things a bit differently here. A bit off the beaten path. Right, I said path. Coco Gauff playing in 2024 Olympics. Coco Gauff and Taylor Fritz are set to lead the line for USA at the Paris 2024 Olympic tennis event. Awesome. So I think this is going to be her first Olympics. Before she was only 16. So a bit too young, a bit too immature to play it back when the previous Olympics happened. I think she was 16, 17 because it happened in 2021. So she's representing the United States of America. Is the lead in that for the women, and Taylor Fritz for the U.S. men. So that's what's up next for Coco Gauff. A busy schedule because after that is the Summer Hardcourt Series, which she did extremely well a year ago. Won a 500 tournament, won her first 1,000, or won 500, won the 1,000, and then won the 2,000 points tournament, the Grand Slam, which is her home tournament, the U.S. Open. So interesting because this particular upcoming Olympics in tennis is going to be in Paris at Roland Garros. So it's going to be on the red clay. Looking forward to seeing Rafa and Carlos and but getting back to the women, focusing on the women. See what Coco does. And but her Wimbledon 2024 has come to a close, and up next for her, you know what it is, and up next for Navarro is playing the French Open finalist Biolini. So we'll see how she does. She's beaten her 3-0, and she's playing at a high level. So she made an admirer out of me today, as well as I think her name is Lily Sun, who beat Emma Raducanu earlier. And real talk, today I became a fan or an admirer for the first time of Emma Raducanu. Lulu Sun. Why is that the case? Well, Lulu just played fearless. She's one of my favorite players now. Emma has a top level game. It's more about Emma's composure on the court. It's more about her fight. She's been through a lot over the previous 3 years after winning the U.S. Open 2021 when she was 18. Been through so much. Winning at such an early age. I think the first qualifier to ever do it. If I'm correct, she didn't play a top 10 player to win it, but hey, you play who's in front of you. If you achieve, you achieve. And, just surgeries and changing of coaches and teams and popularity and fame and sponsorship and modeling and this, that, and the third. And she's maintained. And I think Emma is definitely back, as they say, or forward. She's returned to a high level of tennis. I think that's why a lot of fans were excited to see her play at the high level that she was playing at. And I think that's why her demeanor on court was what it was. It was positive body language. Even when she was down, even when she lost, she greeted her opponent in humility. You could tell that she really enjoyed the fights, the competition, and she walked off the court in smiles. And I think, some of that was her feeling and knowing that she's returning to a top level with where she was at some years ago. Like she kind of felt like, I'm back, and that's great to see, to be gracious in defeat and still walk off the court with a smile and be thankful for where you've gotten and where you're at in your career, because you see the upward momentum. That takes a lot. It's not easy. And so I was like, you know what? I like that. I like the body language. I like the energy. I like the humility. I like the fight. So it's like, you know what? I can finally appreciate Emma Raducanu as a tennis player. And I'm thankful that I've discovered, like a lot of us have, Lulu Sun today. And then in the second match, cheers to Coco. Next time, let's have a great Olympics representing US of A, FBA, you know what it is. And to Navarro, congratulations, forward momentum to you. You'll be seeing Coco again. So that is that. So thank you for tuning into Soul Power Tennis. On the way out, please click the thumbs up button, click the like button. I would greatly appreciate that. And yeah, see you next time. Cheers. Peace.